We'll close out with this, Mr. Marceau, before I let you go. Crown Jewel predictions for this coming Saturday. We got 5 matches on the card. I don't think they had a 6-1. I think that's garbage. I won't spend too much time on this, but I hate that they do the 5-match cards. I like the less is more approach, but when you have a match, in my opinion, like Damian Priest versus Aleister Black in Last Man Standing, and you put it on fucking SmackDown instead of on the pay-per-view, I think that's dumb booking. I like the card they put together. I think this is a great card, but you can afford to go to a 6-match card. It won't kill you, I promise you. It will not kill you to make it a 6-match card. But you got to spend an hour on fucking commercials and promotion for other shit and the entrances. Whatever. They got to do a better job of that. But that being said, just announced on Raw this past week, Mr. Marceau, an Australian street fight. Now, the announcement of this was just hilarious because Paul Heyman was like, Bronson Reed's going to face you again. But it's in a stipulation that Bronson Reed is undefeated in. It was the stipulation that he was known for in Australia and why he got to WWE in the first place. And I'm thinking, oh, fuck, like, what is this, Last Man Standing? Not Iron Man, but like something like really intimidating. What is this going to be? First Blood? Oh, my God. And he goes, an Australian street fight. I swear you could hear the air conditioning in the building. I'm like everyone else there. I'm like, who gives a shit? Okay, we see street fights every fucking week. Who cares? But they are doing Roman and Bronson. I like this. Bronson's from Australia. He was not in Elimination Chamber last year. That pissed me off at the time. He could have been on that show. I'm still crying about it. But they're finishing the story. He's on this time. I still don't think he wins. I mean, people are like, oh, why would they run it back if he's not going to win? Bro, he's not going to fucking win. It's Roman Reigns. They're not going to. They should have had Bronson Reed win last month at Clash in Paris or the month before. They didn't. He's not winning, but I think it'll be a fun match. I really think he should win. He would benefit a lot. But I think Roman Reigns wins, LOL. What do you think?
You think he's going to win again?
I do, honestly. You got Bronson?
I feel like I'm leaning Bronson. I feel like you could have Bronson win. Okay, here's my thing. I'd rather Bronson win, which he should have probably done in Paris, and then they do, instead of doing like the whole like, this is what's going to happen. He's going to lose like he did at Clash, and they're going to beat Roman up after, and they're going to be like, oh, like he got his heat back. Dumb. Just have Bronson win.
I agree.
Even if Braun Breaker helps him, he should win, and then he can set up for War Games in November. But if Bronson loses here, he might as well just have a fucking tattoo L on his forehead because he's a loser.
I don't think that does them any favors if the idea, which I think it is, to do a War Games match next month, and if they're doing this whole Bloodline thing and they're getting them back together. I think, honestly, what we got on Monday with Jay was actually very intriguing. I didn't mention that earlier, but the whole, like, I don't think turning Jay heel is the right idea. I would just make it more aggressive. We talked about that last week. But you still need to make the Vision more of a threat. Now, they do win a lot. But if they don't win on pay-per-view when it matters most, I mean, they did win against the Usos last month. And Reed just beat Randy Orton on SmackDown, dude. He fucking pinned him in a tag team match. That's huge. How do you follow that up by having him lose to Roman Reigns, who does not need the win? That would just be stupid. And like you said, to have him win, to have Roman win, but then he gets attacked afterward, it's a waste. It's ass-backwards booking. Don't do that. Have Bronson Reed win, but I'm still going with Roman Reigns because I just know how they do these things. So I'm going with Roman Reigns here. Your final pick is Bronson Reed?
Bronson Reed.
Okay. I appreciate the boldness. Someone's got to be bold. It won't be me,
Someone's
but I appreciate it. Someone's got to do it. Tiffany Stratton, Stephanie Vecchier, Women's Crown Jewel Championship. No story here at all, but I think the match will be good. The story is that Tiffany actually has not won all year. Or I'm sorry, that's not true. That's stupid. Tiffany has not lost all year. She's been undefeated all year. I think that ends here, though. I think Stephanie Vecchier goes over. What do you think?
Yeah, I had in my notes here. I have Cody. I'm just going to give you a spoiler. I have Cody winning the men's. So it goes one by one.
Okay.
So Cody's on SmackDown. Raw needs a little win over here.
Makes sense.
So unfortunately, Stephanie's good. I have Stephanie. I want Tiffany to win. Like I said, can keep the undefeated streak going. I guess this match really doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really hurt Tiffany because she hasn't really lost. Kind of shoot Stephanie up a little bit more. Like I said, got Cody winning for the men, so it's SmackDown. Stephanie wins here for the women for Raw.
All right. I got Seth Rollins winning. I did have Cody Rhodes winning.
Oh, okay.
I'm switching
it
up. Yeah, I think so. I have Stephanie winning and Seth because Seth, I was going to go Cody, but they're really playing up that Seth has never beaten Cody. I think you can pay off that story down the road. I wouldn't do it now, but I think they will because they're really playing up like Seth needs to beat him. He's desperate. And then Heyman's going to have someone interfere to help him win, but Seth doesn't want that. And then it's going to set up some tension for War Games, whatever. And I think it could be Brock. Seriously, I think Brock might get involved per Heyman to help Rollins beat Cody, and Rollins will have no idea. That's what I think might happen. But if Cody wins in front of you,
they both can't win. Both people in Raw can't win.
Oh, I think that's going to happen, yes.
I just don't think so.
I don't think they should. I agree.
I'm changing my answer then, Tiffany.
So you're going Team SmackDown. I'm going Team Raw.
Yep.
It's bragging rights here on WrestleRant Radio. Last two matches here. John Cena and AJ Styles. Now, again, no story. They're just running it back for the sake of it. Does Cena win? LOL. Is this his 100th PLE win in WWE?
Yes.
I think so, too. If AJ Styles can't even beat Dominic for the IC title, why the fuck would he beat John Cena? If he can barely beat the Judgment Day, he's not beating John Cena. But I got John Cena winning. Hopefully should be a good match. Last match here, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. Who goes over? This is actually unpredictable. And per Millennial New, who asked about this the other day, do we get a betrayal in this match, Mr. Marceau, from these two teams?
See, people keep saying the betrayal. If Io went heel, I might fucking jump out my window. It makes no fucking sense. No, we don't. Io and Rhea win.
Okay. Rhea and Io go over clean?
Yes.
Big hometown win for Rhea Ripley.
Clean? Yes, they win clean. Why wouldn't they win clean?
Maybe Io cheats to win, and because she's going to join back up with the Kabuki Warriors or something like that, and she needs to show her heel tendencies.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I don't know.
I will say, when they did have Kyrie show her the picture, I'm like, oh, okay, like maybe. But then Kyrie beat her up this weekend, so then I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. Because she beat her up after the match. Like,
I'd say go for the heel heat and have Io turn on Rhea in Australia, in Rhea's home country, and really go for it that way. And then have Kabuki Warriors win. I think you could have Kabuki Warriors win here, and it's totally okay to keep the feud alive.
I mean, I just don't think Io should turn heel. I mean, I
agree with that.
Whoever wins, Io shouldn't be turning heel. I think that's dumb.
Okay.
She's so over as a babyface. Why would you then turn her heel? That's so dumb.
At the peak of her popularity, that would be very dumb. I agree with that. So I agree with Noob. He said, I believe that Kairi Sane is eating the pin. I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to go Rhea Ripley wins for her team. Pinning Kairi Sane.
Okay.
Book it. Which match do you have go on last? I saw reports of Roman and Reed main eventing. I feel like that would make no sense.
No. I thought she opened the show.
I agree with that. I would go Cody
Rhea
and
Io should main event.
Really? You want Rio? Not Riho, but Rio.
I think Rio, Asuka, and Kairi should main event.
Wow. Okay.
Especially, I mean, one, because Ripley's the biggest star from Australia, so she should be in the main event. She drew the house. And if you're going to do the Io turn, then it'd be imagine the heat at the end of the show. People stay for that moment.
But you just said if they do the turn.
I think they should main event.
You said if they do the turn, but we don't want a turn though.
We don't want the turn, but even if they don't, I still feel like Rhea winning at the end. I think they should main event.
I'll check up on you if Rhea does win for her team, pushes Io out of the way, Io gets upset, and then turns on Rhea Ripley to close the show. I'll check up on you afterwards. Especially after that UFC fight. That UFC fight did go your way on Saturday, though.
It did. Like I said, if Io turned heel, I would lose all my faith in Triple H. Make no sense.
If that hasn't happened already for a couple of different reasons, but
I would think Vince Russo's back booking. Like, oh, we need a swerve for a case of a swerve, so we're going to have Io fucking turn heel. That would be so dumb.
No, that would be stupid. I mean, this is the same company that somehow bungled John Cena's heel run, so I wouldn't be entirely shocked, but we'll find out on Saturday. It does make the show more unpredictable.